Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Here's Burrow to throw right away. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Brown going up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Rolling to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Play action. It's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. An inside give, Brown. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Chase, the motion man right. On 2nd down, Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here we go. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words.
The ball comes out, and the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Wallace. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run. It's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, I mean, down early here in this first half, I think they felt their backs were against the wall already, so they go for it on 4th and goal, and they're able to punch it into the end zone.
And they did a nice job there, feeling like their backs were against the wall, but going ahead and hunkering down and pushing forward and getting that score.
And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now Burrow on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
This is caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 28 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now it's Jackson. Now he's forced out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll set up a throw.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
65 yards.
And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they go play action now. Burrow
looking deep here for Chase. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Able to find Higgins.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Burrow on play action. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. To throw is Jackson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
Tough when their first drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. In motion left is Higgins. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Open man is Higgins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Roquan Smith. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
26
Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll work down inside the 45. Well, another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Jackson.
A check down here for Henry.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Andre Yoshivas.
75 yards.
And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.